Man, this is very nearly a carbon copy of what happened to me last week. But then, it wasn't. But it was close. Very close. Hey guys, this is Jace and welcome to episode 149 of my road show. Man, we have got a metric crap load of crap to get into, so let's get right into it. We left really late and at the bottom of the hour, which is the perfect time to not be leaving the yard. There were 4 orders that I were waiting on that just had to be on the truck. And I'm just like, okay. Good morning, everybody. We are leaving the yard pretty late yet again, but a lot of it had to do with the fact that I had to move out of my truck and into this one, not because the load was giant, but because the mechanic wanted to replace that bracket that I broke last Monday. They're going to be doing that. Now, right now, we are doing the 1045, everyone from this lane going that lane, everyone from here going this lane, and I might not make it. Yep, we're done. So we got to take the bypass, get off here like I'm going to Pecos, and then just not get on Pecos. You'll have to excuse the dirty windshield. I really didn't have time to clean it before I left. I mean, it was already 10:35 when I rolled out of the yard. And I'm just like, I can't justify doing that just to make a good video. You know, I mean, some people would, don't get me wrong, but that's just not super high on my priority list right now. Super high on my priority list is getting where I need to be before I run out of hours. That's the el numero uno on my priority list. I don't shoot on Wednesdays, but we got rained on like 2 or 3 different times, and it was cool because I had my truck, so nothing got wet. But up here in Denver, apparently all hell broke loose, and they ended up having to shovel freaking hail out of some of the rooms that are open to the elements. And I'm just like, what? Boss man was saying that they were shoveling and squeegeeing hail out of the freaking saw rooms and stuff. Like, wow. I didn't encounter anything like that. I got hit 3 different times during the day down in Colorado Springs making all my deliveries, but we didn't get any hail like that. It freaking rained and hailed so hard that all of the hand wraps on the right side, like 8 feet into the building, were wet, like soaking wet. And I had to take the floor squeegee and kind of squeegee that stuff off. And then there was this one bundle of, I want to say it's 2x12 white oak. I mean, like thick ass boards. There's 4 of them. And the top one was completely soaked through, right through the plastic, because the hailstones apparently hit it so hard, it poked little holes. I mean, it was crazy. I would love to have seen that storm. I was getting ready to put that on the truck, and the boss man came over. He's like, is that for the truck today? I was like, yes, sir. And he goes, no, that's not going. He starts cutting it open and kind of letting the boards air out and stuff. And I was like, hey, that's cool. You know, I didn't want to transport wet oak anyway. What are you doing, Mr. Outback? Oh, you have to get over there and you didn't pre-plan. I gotcha. I'm not going to say what she looked like because I'll get comments, but she looked exactly like how she was driving. Special Touch Beauty Supply. Man, the whole time my wife and I were running a salon, they have delivery? What the hell, man? We were always going to Cosmoprop and the other place. Oh my God, check out these big ass whatevers. Oh my gosh, what the metric hell are they transporting? Dude, these things are like 3 lanes wide. Oh man, you guys got to check this out. From back here, they look like giant dump truck beds. I did not need this today. Always something. If it ain't 6 of something, it's half dozen of something else. And they're probably headed for Utah or California or something, so they're going to be a problem all day long. It does look like right lane is getting past somewhat, but it's a good thing I'm not heavy. I'm probably going to end up having to be pretty nimble today. Yeah, if we can't get past these guys before we hit rock scaling traffic, I think I'm going to be in a world of hurt. And I might end up having to do the same exact thing I did last week and stop short and rifle. That's an awful thing to say this early in the route, but that's what it's looking like. I could not imagine having to transport that crap. Wow. That's 20 feet wide? Better you than me, my man. Well, let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to be anywhere near that crap when it has to go in the scale. Well, we left at the bottom of the hour. We knew this was going to happen. Thing is that it's moving up there, so I kind of don't know what to think. Guess we're fixed to find out, huh? It's been a weird day already. See, this is what happens when you've driven a Honda Civic all your life. You get into something about the size of a full-size pickup truck and you freak out. You can't drive it. Yeah, this line of cars was coming in too hot. Of course, now everybody's coming in too hot because we're only going 35. Jeez, man, my luck is just not so good today. Some random Middle Eastern looking guy. I don't know. I could say something very not PC right now, but I'm going to choose to not to. Tell you what, if you want to know what I was going to say, comment below and I'll figure out a way to PM you what I was going to say. I thought it would have been super funny, but then again, my sense of humor is dark and not PC and a little on the racist side, you know, like back in the day. You know, when everybody's sense of humor was like that. You know, the 80s were magical. Magical. You could tell your gay friend gay jokes, and they would laugh. Back then, there was this thing going around, a pretty thick black book, and the front said totally tasteless jokes. And it would pick on literally everybody. Black people, Asians, and even white people. There were some pretty unsavory white people jokes in there. And you know what we did? We freaking laughed at them. Because that's what you did back then. I know some of my fellow Gen Xers are going to agree with me. 1980 to 1986, it was magical. All right, I guess I'll put a chapter break right here and see what what's going on with the scale? What does homeboy got going on up here? We good? I'm getting an inspection. Fuck me. Alright, so that was a level 3 inspection. It's pretty much driver and paperwork only. You know, interactions with law enforcement really shouldn't bother me, but they do. It's like, are you going to be the one who ruins my day today?
That inspection went well. It went really well. I didn't catch any violations, so they sent me right back on my way. They only took up 15 minutes with that inspection, but I feel like I really didn't have it to spare. So again, we'll have to see where I'm at when we pass by Tabernash and Granby to really determine whether I'm going to be in trouble or not.
You can't be serious. Me and this guy were coming up on him, flipped his little stop sign on a pole around and walked out in the middle of the lane. Insufferable bastard. I have a pretty high suspicion that we're going to be in rifle again tonight.
After being pretty stoked that I did not catch any violations in Dumont, what happens? I catch a portable in Fraser, so I get inspected. Again!
They are bound and determined to shut me down today. Thank you. Like, who puts a portable right after Dumont? Like, why would you do that? Wow.
After another 10-minute inspection, I pull into Granby's yard in a mad rush, and what do I find? Another lumber truck.
This is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. When I'm in a hurry and I pull up in Granby, and this guy is here.
Unless my next 5 stops go absolutely perfect, I'm going to miss on the backside and end up having to try to fight somebody for a room in Steamboat. With all those people, that's going to be a tall order.
My next 5 stops, 4 of them are hand wraps. So I can just undo the strap, pull it out of the pile, and hand it to somebody. And hopefully that saves me enough time to be able to make all the way to the backside of Steamboat. Because if I'm not sitting in their yard at 4:29 and 59 seconds, it's over. I will have to stay in Steamboat, and then everything will be 3 hours behind, and Breckenridge will not get their stuff. Yeah, hopefully I can pull this off. And despite the fact that I'm driving Miss Smooshy Pants, we're not all that heavy, so I can actually go pretty fast. I was hoping this guy was going to turn left here, because that's how you get to Breckenridge and Silverthorne and all that. But he's going this way. He's going the same way we're going. We have to stop here in town, but we will see this guy again, I guarantee it. I don't know what he's carrying, but he's tapping his brakes for every turn, and he will not go around any turn faster than 45. So he's either loaded to the hilt or he's scared shitless. I don't know which one it is. Maybe even both. Let's get our stop out of the way and hope for the best, because I know we're going to see that guy again. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequence of our own actions. Look who's at the front of the line getting passed left and right. Luckily, we're at the base of Rabbit Ears Pass, and there's plenty of passing opportunities. So all we got to do is hang out here and be relatively patient, and we'll get past him eventually. Then while we're passing him, we'll look over and see if he looks as stupid as he drives. All right, 40 and a 65 is just a little bit ridiculous. Do you not agree? All right, so he hasn't pulled over yet. He hasn't even gotten in the right lane yet. So everyone's going to start passing him on the right. Wow. Oh, he looks every bit as stupid as he drives. Looked like he could be Jim Brewer's little brother. He was just all... Wow. Just wow.
As we're getting up and down Rabbit Ears Pass, I realize just how bad Quicksilver has really screwed me. As narrow as my time margins are right now, I really feel dumb having a dipshit in a tandem axle box truck screw up the rest of my day.
Well, holy crap, look who it is. Yeah, go in that hole. Yeah, they like you to go in that way. Jeez, what a dick. Poor Steamboat. They are legit infested with people. Wow. I don't know if you saw that on the way by, but there's like the ice cream factory back there, and there's probably like 100 people around the entrance. I mean, the thing that sucks about this town is there's only one main drag. It's not like you can go further into downtown and bypass all this crap, because it's this. This is it. Highly likely I'm going to have to call my last stop and try to call in a favor. Luckily, it's only little, but I mean, if anything else fails, if they say, no, we got another, I can still just drop it off in front of their door and write on the ticket, sorry we missed you. So at least I have that. I won't hard run out of hours. Soft run out of hours, sure, but hard run out of hours, I'm thinking I'll be all right.
Tomorrow's stops are, I have one here in town. I have Carbondale, Basalt, Edwards, and Breckenridge, and then I can go home. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. I will see you in the next one.